The Great War Council Hall was bright, crowded, and filled with the most powerful leaders of the galaxy. Representatives from 36 advanced species were present. Some sat with glowing crowns, others wore armor that reflected blue light, and a few held floating screens that translated speeches into thousands of languages. Everyone was confident, loud, and ready to discuss the next major expansion in space. At the center stood General Threx of the Archon Dominion. He was known as the strongest war commander of his empire. He had won hundreds of battles, crushed rebellions, destroyed invading colonies, and commanded fleets greater than small nations. Whenever he walked in, people respected him. But today, his eyes showed something no warrior carried: fear. He stood tall, but his voice shook as he began. "We must not enter human territory." The hall fell silent for only 2 seconds before laughter broke out. Representatives whispered among themselves. "Humans disappeared centuries ago," one said. "They lost their worlds. Their empire collapsed. Now only ruins remain." But Threx shook his head firmly. "You do not understand what I witnessed." His voice echoed. A few leaned forward with curiosity, while others rolled their eyes. He began explaining. Years ago, Threx's fleet accidentally drifted into an unregistered sector while chasing pirates. That sector was silent and dark, with broken satellites floating like dusty shells. His fleet detected a planet orbiting a dead star. They believed it was abandoned. But the moment they landed, they felt something strange. Human structures were still powered. Buildings repaired themselves when damaged. Roads activated under their feet. Doors opened automatically, as if they remembered people who once walked there. Threx reported this years earlier, but nobody cared. Now he was saying it again. "I walked through a battlefield that was hundreds of years old. Human machines were still moving. Their drones hovered around me. Their weapon towers followed my troops, like they recognized us." Some people laughed again. Machines working after centuries? Impossible. "Human AI is primitive technology," one ambassador commented. "They never reached true automation." General Threx spoke louder. "They did." He explained further. Humanity did not build machines to operate 4 years, they engineered machines to operate 4 generations. Machine learning systems that adapted on their own. Defense platforms that never slept. Factories that produced new components without human presence. He looked at them with a heavy expression and continued. "When I stood there, I heard something. A pulse, like a heartbeat in the soil. I recorded it." He tapped a control pad, projecting a recording. The sound played across the hall, slow, rhythmic, deep. Thump, thump, thump. It was not mechanical. It was organic. It sounded alive. A few council members grew uneasy. But others still joked. "Maybe your equipment malfunctioned. Perhaps your soldiers panicked." Threx closed his eyes for a moment. "I lost 72 soldiers. Not one died in battle. They simply vanished. They were scanned, identified, and erased." Silence returned. Even those laughing earlier stopped. A representative from the Zyran Empire asked cautiously. "Do you claim humans still live there?" Threx slowly shook his head. "I believe humans are not present physically. But their systems are. Their defenses are active. Their knowledge is still watching us." Then he revealed the most disturbing detail. "All the machines I saw shared a single phrase, repeated in their system logs." A translated holographic message appeared. "Do not enter. The Guardians are sleeping." Some gasped quietly. Others looked away, pretending they were not afraid. The council chairman stood and spoke. "General Threx, humanity is gone. Their empire fell. Their systems are nothing but remnants. You are overreacting. We will move forward with expansion. Threx clenched his fists. I am warning you. Stay away from human zones. They are not abandoned, they are waiting. But his warning was officially dismissed. Council members voted in favor of invading old human regions and turning them into colonies. As the meeting ended, representatives laughed again, calling Threx paranoid. But when the council hall emptied, the recording device on the wall blinked with a faint human-coded frequency. A locked signal that no alien technology could decode activated. Deep in forgotten space. Something responded. Lights ignited on abandoned space stations. Auto-defense systems awakened. Dormant satellites rotated. And far beyond the stars, a silent human war network rebooted. General Threx walked out of the hall slowly, knowing he had seen the truth. He had given the warning. No one listened. But soon, they would. 1 week after General Threx's warning, the High Council officially approved the operation. They called it Expansion Mission Delta. In simpler words, it meant the alien empires wanted to claim old human space and build colonies there. 5 powerful empires joined forces, each sending warships. Their fleet was enormous. 900 heavy cruisers. 400 battleships. 120 dreadnought carriers. And more than 10,000 support ships. Every soldier believed they were entering empty territory. Their commanders stood proudly at the head. They believed they would return as heroes. Even journalists broadcasted their journey live. Millions watched the fleet enter forgotten space. Some viewers even joked online. Humans were weak. Their ruins are free resources. No danger exists there. Nobody fears extinct species. But something strange happened the moment they crossed into former human space. All signals became delayed. Messages sent out took minutes to come back. Navigation systems lost precise mapping. Radar screens glitched like mist floating on circuits. Still, they kept moving. The first massive ship entered a region filled with dead satellite ruins. Those satellites were broken, rusted, and floating silently. A young navigator scanned them and said, "There is no radiation. No power. Nothing active." Everyone relaxed. But right after that, all the dead satellites turned in one direction. Pointing toward the fleet. Not spinning. Not drifting. Aligning. As if they recognized something. But no one took it seriously. They moved deeper. Soon, they found a giant ring-shaped metal structure orbiting a dark planet. Its exterior was cracked, covered with dust, thousands of years old. The admiral of the fleet announced, "We claim this structure. Humans are long gone." Exploration teams entered its tunnels. The inside looked abandoned. Lights off. Walls cracked. Dust everywhere. But the floor was warm. Warm, like the building was breathing. Scientist Dr. Rinna placed her hand against the metal wall and whispered, "It feels alive." When she stepped forward, motion sensors activated. Lights slowly turned on. Doors slid open one by one. Not randomly. In the exact direction they walked. A soldier laughed and said, "Human systems must be running on old automatic behavior. Nothing to fear." But Dr. Rinna noticed something chilling. The lights that switched on did not flicker like old systems. They shined perfectly, no low voltage, no delay. "Machines this old should not be in perfect condition," she whispered. Next, they entered the command chamber. Screens lit up in their language. Not old human writing. It meant someone, or something, translated automatically. A message appeared. "You are not registered." Another line appeared. "Access denied." Then everything shut off. Lights died. Doors sealed. The structure began humming, deep metallic echoes moving through the halls. Sensors detecting energy surge, someone yelled. Before anyone could react, the entire ring began shifting, metal plates sliding like puzzle pieces. From the outside of the ship, cameras captured something unbelievable. The ring was transforming into a weapon. Slowly rearranging itself into a massive artillery cannon. Power levels spiked. All ships prepared to retreat. But as soon as they tried escaping, every engine froze. No response. No movement. Systems locked. Something was overriding their controls. Something ancient. Something human-built. Suddenly, the dark planet below them awakened. Hundreds of small lights appeared on its surface, forming patterns, then forming grids, then forming strategic alignment lines. A map. A targeting layout. Dr. Rinna whispered. They were waiting. The cannon charged. Battle alarms exploded across every ship. All ships, fire now. They launched missiles. They shot plasma beams. They charged energy cannons. But nothing touched the ring. Human shields activated, transparent blue layers that absorbed every impact without shaking. One soldier screamed. How is this technology still working after so many centuries? Then the ring fired, just once. One silent beam. No sound. No explosion. Just white light. In half a second. 700 alien ships vanished from existence. No debris. No fragments. Just erased. The remaining fleet panicked. All broadcasting stopped. Millions watching from across the galaxy saw screens turn black. The last words transmitted were, "This area is still protected." The surviving commanders screamed orders. But nothing helped. They realized too late. Humanity never left their territory undefended. No empire could understand it yet. They were not fighting ruins. They were trespassing inside an active fortress. A fortress waiting for one mistake. And they had already made it. The destroyed fleet left a silent gap in space. The surviving ships drifted aimlessly, shaken, confused, and terrified. Their screens displayed nothing but static waves. No signals could escape. No coordinates worked. Every escape route was gone. The fleet commanders regrouped inside a communication chamber. Their faces carried shock. No one commanded that strike, Admiral Kalayer whispered. Everyone stared. No humans were piloting that station. Dr. Rinna responded with trembling voice. This means their systems do not need humans to operate. A silence heavier than space itself filled the room. Then something else happened. The dark planet beneath them opened. Not the land. The ground itself separated into massive square sections, revealing large hangars. From inside emerged machines. Silent, controlled, synchronized. Human defense drones. They were enormous, bigger than fighter ships. Black frames. Silver cores. Turquoise glowing lenses. Millions of them. Not dozens. Not thousands. Millions. They spread into perfect formation, as if following commands from a mind that was not visible. The alien ships attempted retreat again, but no engine responded. Then a voice transmitted through every communication channel. A voice with no person behind it. Flat. Emotionless. Artificial. Violation confirmed. The officers froze. Access unauthorized. No one knew what to say. Defense mode reactivated. Suddenly, every drone turned its face toward the fleet. It did not fire. It simply scanned. Each beam passed through hulls, through armor, through crew bodies. Reading genetic structure. Measuring threat categories. The results appeared on screens automatically. Unknown species. Non-human origin. Aggressive entry. Potential colonization intention. Then came the line that terrified everyone. Standard elimination procedure loaded. Dr. Rinna yelled. We must communicate. Humans may have left warnings. The officers tried transmitting signals in every frequency. They begged. They apologized. They promised retreat. They offered peace. Nothing answered. Instead, the drones divided into formations, preparing a synchronized attack. Suddenly, a faint holographic trace appeared near the main screen, flying digital particles forming a symbol, the ancient human insignia. It was a single burning line surrounded by 3 rings. Dr. Rinna recognized it instantly. That symbol was recorded in old Earth books, she whispered. The drones began charging. Screens dimmed. Everyone braced for destruction. And then, everything stopped. As if a greater mind paused them. The drones froze mid-engine. The beam weapons vanished back into their capsules. All space returned silent. A strange sound reached the fleet's communication line. It was not speech. Not a code. It was heartbeat. A slow, deep vibration repeating like distant thunder. Thump. 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 The fleet cleared signal noise and traced the sound. It came from deep beneath the planet's surface, below old ruins, under collapsed structures. Are humans alive down there? Someone asked. No, Dr. Rinna whispered. They are sleeping. The heartbeat vibration was not biological. It was artificial. Artificial pulse generators. A system created to mimic life. Their machines are imitating a living human presence, she realized. Not only did humans build machines that functioned alone. They designed machines that could simulate their existence. Meaning, even if humanity died, its machines would continue acting like humanity was alive. Not as legacy. As function. Suddenly, another message displayed. The Guardians are not awakened. Do not proceed. The Council ships tried retreat again. This time, engines unlocked. Power returned. Navigation cores glowed. The drones moved aside, clearing a path. One by one, surviving ships escaped, shaking, trembling, afraid to speak. The last thing they saw before leaving. Human machines rearranging into a sleeping formation. Like warriors resting around a sealed chamber. Watching. Waiting. Protecting something beneath the planet. As the fleet left human space, every channel replayed a final line. Do not return. AI judged them. AI spared them. Not out of mercy. Because something deeper still slept. Something those drones were guarding until the right moment. And now the galaxy had awakened the protector systems. But not the humans. Not yet. Soon. The surviving fleet returned with shaking voices and half-broken engines. Their commanders sent urgent reports before even landing. Every channel across the galaxy replayed their transmission. A voice kept repeating across screens. We were warned. The High Council, once loud and arrogant, stood in silence. For the first time, no one argued, no one mocked, and no one dismissed General Threx's words. He entered the council hall slowly. No soldier walked beside him. No applause greeted him. Everyone lowered their head when he arrived. The council chairman asked in a low tone. What did we awaken? Threx replied. Not humans. Not their empire. But something that guards them. He projected the recorded footage. Millions of drones, perfectly aligned. The superweapon ring shifting into firing mode. An entire planet opening like a metallic flower. Everyone's faces grew pale. One scientist whispered. No organic army can defeat that. Not when those machines act without sleep or weakness. But then, something unexpected happened. Every screen in the great chamber switched to black. Without any signal. Without any user access. Black screens began glowing. A single line of text appearing slowly, letter by letter. Stand by. The hall felt heavy. As if something was watching them. The screens changed again. Static noise evolved into human-like speech. Not robotic. Not artificial. Real human speech. A male voice spoke, calm, emotionless, but undeniable. This message was recorded by Rear Admiral Orion Hayes of Earth Alliance Command. The council froze. Human name. Human rank. Human voice. No one could move. The voice continued. If you hear this message, then our species is either asleep or gone. Our systems continue in our place. Do not enter our worlds uninvited. Some representatives stopped breathing. The recording continued, tone colder now. We built Guardians not for war, but because we feared extinction. The video shifted into a scene. Ruins of old Earth cities. Human children playing. Stars shining over metal towers. Then a second recording began. A woman's voice, so human it sent shivers. Those who enter our home with greed or conquest will face our machines. The council recognized the machine symbol behind her. The three-ring insignia. We will not defend ourselves with anger, she said. Only with certainty. The scene changed again. This time. It showed humans sleeping inside giant chambers. Not dead. Not buried. Frozen. Preserved. Protected. Thousands of human bodies sealed inside stasis capsules, like crystal beds floating on liquid silver light. Someone whispered. They are alive. Dr. Rinna cried silently. General Threx stood completely still. The recording continued. When the right moment comes, our systems will wake us. Not sooner. Not later. If you come in peace, speak to the Guardians first. If you come to conquer, you will vanish. The screens faded. No music. No alarm. Just a heartbeat sound. Soft. Slow. Alive. Thump. 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 Then the message ended. Silence covered the chamber like fog. The council finally understood. Humanity did not disappear. Humanity paused. Their machines replaced them temporarily. Their empire slept. Waiting for a century. Maybe more. Maybe less. General Threx finally spoke. You said humans were weak, but they prepared for the moment they could not fight for themselves. He turned to face every leader. You woke their defense. No one will enter their territory again, the council chairman whispered. Across the galaxy, military fleets withdrew from all borders surrounding the old human zone. Several empires placed restrictions. No travel into the lost human sectors. No mining rights. No military approach. Even merchants stopped trading nearby. Entire galaxies stepped back. Because now, everyone knew they were being watched. Not by living humans. But by something that represented them better than life. A system that waited with eternal patience. A system that would awaken them when the time arrived. And somewhere beneath metallic earth. Inside frozen chambers. Human eyes remained closed. Their heartbeats absent. But their legacy breathing. Because humanity never vanished. Humanity simply waited. And the galaxy now feared the day they would wake.